Blocks are one of the most important features of any drawing. Here in this drawing we have this chair and a table. When you move your cursor to this chair, you'll find that these are all individual lines and arcs. Using blocks, you can make a single object out of this, and its references can then be used in the drawing. For making a block out of this object, go to this Create Block button on Block panel of Home tab. A block should have a name and a base point. So specify a name, chair in this case. Now click on the spec point and specify any point on this block. This point should be a significant point on this drawing because it will be used to insert this drawing in your complete drawing. I'll select this point as the base point. You can select any other point as well. The coordinates for that selection now appears here. From this block unit drop down menu, you can select the unit for your block. Currently the unit is set to inches, but you can change your unit from all these options. I'll keep it at inches for this block. Now here you can select all the objects which make a block. So click on the select objects and now make a window to select all these objects. Press enter to return back to block definition window. Now here 20 objects are selected. This prompts indicating the total number of individual objects, line, arc, etc. in this drawing are 20. Here we have these three radio buttons: retain, convert to block and delete. You can select any one radio button at a time. Now let's select retain for now and click on OK. Now move your cursor close to the drawing and you'll notice that no change has occurred in this drawing. But when you move on to this insert, you'll notice that a block definition has been created from this chair. Now in order to insert that block in your drawing, go to this insert button and click on the block. Your block will now follow cursor along the base point which we have selected previously. Now you need to place this chair at any point, and for that click anywhere and the chair will be placed. Now when you move your cursor to this chair, you'll notice that this is a block reference or a reference of the original block which we have created here. And when you select it, you'll notice only a single grip, which is the base point of this block. But here we have some more manipulations to do. So now let's select another option. Click on insert and now go to more options. Now here you'll see your block listed, and you can specify a point with click. When you keep this check, specify on screen insertion point, you can change the scale along X, Y and Z axis, and you can specify the rotation angle as well by clicking this specify on screen radio button. So now click on OK. So let's insert this block again. So here we have this block. Let's select this as the base point. And now when you do this selection, you'll notice that block is not yet inserted and it will prompt you to enter an angle of rotation. Now you can rotate your block. So I'll select this angle for the block and here we have it. Now all these blocks are copies of the original reference block which is here. So if you manipulate this block, all the copies will be changed in this drawing. For manipulating any of these blocks, double click on any block. This edit block definition dialog box will open up. Select the block which you want to edit and click on OK. Now this will take you to a different window which is block editor, and you can see a new tab appears here. You'll also see some extra options for manipulating this block and some options for creating dynamic blocks, but we are going to discuss these options later on. Move on to Home tab and change this block. So let's enter a circle in the center of this rectangle. So let's enter a circle. So I'll track this point and I'll track this point, and at the intersection I'll make a circle here. So in this way I've made change to the original block definition. Now click on close block editor and save all the changes. And now when you return back to original drawing, you'll notice that all the blocks have same properties. This object is still not a block because we have retained it as a drawing object. Now let's create another block from this object. So go to create block, give it a name, chair 2 in this case, pick a point. This time I'll select this corner point as the base point, and now select all the objects. Now initially we have selected retain radio button, and that's why the original object on the screen was not converted to a block. Now you can select convert to block to convert this object into a block, or you can select delete to delete the object from screen, but its block definition will be created and you'll find it here in insert option. So let's go and select delete for now and click OK. As soon as you'll do this, you'll notice that the block which was on the screen is now deleted, but when you click on this insert button, you'll notice that chair 2 block has already been created.